Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 70s and sponsored by Hotel Vermont and New England Federal Credit Union. My name's Ava Solberger. We are here in Jericho at Camp Ethan Allen Training Site. The Vermont National Guard is hosting the 2017 Chief National Guard Bureau Biathlon Championship.
Well, this is a huge event for the National Guard. As National Guardsmen, we all have a common background, whether it's Army or Air. We can come in here, put the rank aside, focus on training, fellowship, camaraderie, and in the spirit of good competition.
Good job, yeah!
There are 120 soldiers and airmen athletes representing 23 states competing here today,
Missouri! Yeah!
including 6 Vermont National Guard athletes.
The people that are out here representing their states in this competition possess a lot of the same qualities required to be a strong soldier. Biathlon is a sport that combines rifle marksmanship with cross-country skiing.
Biathlon has its origins in the military.
The National Guard's been doing this for a little over almost 40 years now, started in the late 70s.
I ended up actually joining the National Guard because of this biathlon program. We've got probably 15 women competing here today, and we're always looking for women to join the National Guard and to participate in the biathlon program. In the United States, you don't have very many opportunities to race in a biathlon race.
So this is our national championships for our program, and this is the 4th race in the series.
Today is the last race of National Guard Championships, and it's actually the military patrol race, so 4 skiers ski together. One person will shoot each time they come into the range. The team collectively will ski all the penalty loops for any missed shots.
And use teamwork to motivate each other to the finish line.
Vermont generally has a pretty strong team. It does get pretty competitive, fun camaraderie between the states. We did pull off a 2nd place in the relay 2 days ago. We're gunning for a medal, definitely.
Can't put into words how happy I am to be here.
Fun way to spend a week, get paid to ski and get paid to shoot. Never have a problem with that.
We have about just under 120 athletes. There's about 23 coaches, and then another almost 40 support staff that help make the race go off.
The best support staff you could imagine. They're working around the clock, making snow, grooming the trails.
Finally in front!
It's interesting here in Vermont because our national headquarters is located in Vermont, and as a result, we usually end up drawing a lot of higher caliber athletes. We've had quite a few Olympic athletes come through the Vermont program.
It's a spot of pride for the National Guard to be able to produce Olympic level athletes.
A lot of people don't understand that Ethan Allen Range isn't just a military training base. It's also a world-class biathlon range.
We have state-of-the-art targetry, state-of-the-art grooming, we have snowmaking, which is obviously critical as it's been pretty warm in the last couple of weeks.
It is perhaps the best summer training facility in the world.
The high school cross-country teams out here, UVM trains here.
Olympians have trained here.
And you're competing with an Olympian.
And I'm competing with an Olympian and against other Olympians.
Me and biathlons go back since I joined the National Guard in 1992, actually. I got involved with the sport then and had a pretty long racing career as an athlete.
It's incredible to watch someone who has been to the Olympics and you see just how proficient they are at skiing and shooting, and just it's second nature to them.
So we're just hoping to educate more Americans, more Vermonters, more Guardsmen about this incredible sport of biathlon.
Yeah, a lot of my friends actually have really never even heard of it. I tell them biathlon, they're like, oh, you run and do something else, or you ski and you do something else? And I was like, yeah, no, you ski and you shoot. And they're like, you ski and you shoot?
It's a very popular sport in Europe, extremely popular.
It's just something that just hasn't really taken hold in the States, and now that our U.S. athletes are really starting to take the podium more and more, hopefully it'll bring that exposure and bring that level of interest back to the States. A lot of the athletes you see out here are just phenomenal endurance athletes. Terrific contrast in the sport. You've got the shooting event as well. So a lot of it's heart rate control and conditioning, so when they come into the range, they've got their heart rate and their breathing rate to such a level of control that they can accurately engage these targets.
The first part is that it requires somebody that's in very good athletic condition. Cross-country skiing is an endurance sport. It is very physically demanding in itself. Rifle marksmanship is not so physically demanding. Actually, shooting is definitely some skills, and it's also a mental game too.
The psychological factor can really have an effect. It's important for the athletes to remain focused.
Well, some people talk about lowering your heart rate. That's a lie. You can't lower your heart rate. You do tend to relax in your final approach up to the range a little bit and throttle it back some. But guys that are good, they do a lot of training and shooting at high heart rate. And then you shoot fast. You have a pause in your breath and you take the shot. If the shot's not there, you take another breath. The worst thing you can do is hold your breath and try to stretch it out.
It just takes a little bit of coordination, determination, not being afraid.
The mission of the Army is to find, close with, and destroy the enemy. And in order to do that, you really have to be in peak physical conditioning. When we get called over for a federal deployment or a state emergency, having these highly conditioned athletes out there that are in your ranks as soldiers and as leaders helps inspire the others to bring up that level of fitness, that mental agility, and of course the marksmanship is a key component to what we do. So all of the shooting fundamentals, principles of training, and individual soldier discipline are all factors that make the biathlete a better soldier, a better leader.
When I was a little kid, I never saw superheroes like, Captain America or Superman as my superheroes. I saw people in camouflage, the men and women in uniform as my superheroes. They were the people I wanted to be. A year and a half after high school, I joined up and enlisted in the Vermont National Guard just to serve my country, do what I've always wanted to do, become one of those heroes.
Congratulations to all the athletes today. We will get stuck in Vermont with you again real soon. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and sign up for our weekly email alerts. Twitter. Don't forget about Twitter.